Hey, close your eyes and picture Antarctica. What do you see? Probably endless ice, maybe a few penguins waddling around, right? That's what most of us imagine, a frozen wasteland. But here's the wild thing. Antarctica wasn't always like this. Way back, it was a lush, green paradise packed with bizarre creatures, from dinosaurs to giant penguins. It's like a lost world with a crazy story, and I'm going to take you through it in just 5 minutes. Let's dive in. First off, Antarctica today is the loner of the continents, sitting way down at the South Pole, covered in ice that holds 90% of the world's glaciers. But millions of years ago, it was a social butterfly, snuggled up closer to South America and Australia. They were so close they even shared land bridges, letting all sorts of animals wander through. Think of it like a prehistoric highway for dinosaurs. Researchers found sauropod skulls in all 3 places: Antarctica, South America, Australia. Nearly identical, proving these big guys were stomping across continents. Back in the Mesozoic, Antarctica was way warmer, sitting at a cozier latitude with global temps higher than today. During the Cretaceous, it averaged about 12 degrees Celsius or 53 degrees Fahrenheit, warmer than Germany is now. Instead of icy plains, picture dense rainforests with conifers, ferns, and ginkgos. Dinosaurs were everywhere: theropods, ankylosaurs, hadrosaurs, sauropods. In the oceans, sharks and marine reptiles swam around. You'd never guess you were in Antarctica. No ice, just green vibes and dino roars. But then, boom, the asteroid that wiped out the non-avian dinosaurs hit. It sent tsunamis crashing into Antarctica's coasts, sparked wildfires, and cooked anything caught in the open. Dust and sulfur blocked the sun, cooling the planet and freezing much of Antarctica. You'd think that was it. Game over. Just ice forever. Nope. Antarctica made a comeback, and it got wilder than ever. Fast forward to the Paleocene and Eocene epochs, about 66 to 34 million years ago, the Earth entered a super greenhouse phase, with tons of carbon dioxide, nobody's sure from where, pushing temps way up. During the Eocene thermal maximum, Antarctica hit averages of 25 degrees Celsius or 77 degrees Fahrenheit. That's Kenya-level warm. Palm trees, swamp cypresses, and water lilies covered the land. It was like a tropical island, not a polar icebox. This warm, green Antarctica was a hotspot for life. Thanks to that land bridge with South America, animals poured in. Enter the terror birds. Think dinosaurs, but birds. These guys, like the forest rackets, stood 8 feet tall, weighed as much as 3 wolves, and ran at 31 miles an hour with giant claws and beaks that could shred prey. They were the apex predators ruling the forests and grasslands. Mammals showed up too, thanks to the Lahola Formation fossils from Seymour Island. You had astrapotheres, rhino-like herbivores with weird teeth, some as big as penguins, others maybe half a ton. Then there were litopterns like the Notiohippus, as heavy as a muskox at 880 pounds, munching on flowering plants. Another litoptern, Victorionis, had a funky nose like a tapir's, maybe for grabbing high-up plants or filtering dust. There were even saber-toothed squirrels, small but fierce insectivores, and marsupials. Yep, like kangaroos and koalas, which first evolved in South America and hopped over to Antarctica before reaching Australia. In the waters, things got even crazier. Giant crocodilians, some 23 feet long, lurked in rivers and maybe even salt water, ambushing anything that came too close. Penguins were there too, but not the cute ones we know. Prehistoric penguins like Anthropornis and Paleodipters stood taller than Michael Jordan, 6 feet 9, and weighed up to 256 pounds. They could hold their breath for 40 minutes, diving deep to hunt fish and krill. The oceans were a nightmare. Massive whales, like a 40-foot basilosaurid, hunted with huge teeth, chomping on giant sea turtles. Another whale, Lanocetus, was a juvenile the size of an adult orca. Imagine how big the adults were. Sharks were everywhere, from requiem to goblin to an extinct basking shark. And then there were odonspis sharks, cousins of the megalodon, up to 31 feet long, ruling the seas alongside whales. Birds thrived too. Falcons, ibises, albatrosses, and a freaky one called Doris with a 20-foot wingspan and tooth-like jaw projections skimmed the water for fish. Some think the first modern bird, Vegavis, evolved here, surviving the asteroid and kicking off bird diversity.
So what happened to this tropical party?
Around 34 million years ago, the Eocene ended and everything crashed. Antarctica split from South America and Australia, forming the Drake and Tasmanian passages. This created the Antarctic Circumpolar Current, a cold water wall that blocked warm currents and sucked up CO2. Temps plummeted, ice sheets formed, and the late Cenozoic Ice Age began. We're still in it. The cold and ice wiped out most life too fast for adaptation. Habitats vanished, and by 27 million years ago, ice covered nearly everything. The few ice-free spots couldn't save the survivors. Today, Antarctica's a frozen time capsule, hiding secrets under miles of ice. The La Jolla Formation gives us a peek, but who knows what else is down there? That's the story of Antarctica's lost world. A green, chaotic paradise that vanished. Thoughtful. Pretty wild, right? Thanks for hanging out. Catch you in the next one.